everybody, and welcome back to Pilates. For those who don't know, my name's Eimear and I'm the Movement Coordinator for Arts in North Down. I'm going to take you through a little Pilates session today. Please only take part if you are feeling fit and well. There's a little description box below the video. Just take a quick read of that before you take part. Make sure you've got some water beside you, using a mat if you've got one. If you don't, a towel or a rug is fine. Make sure maybe you have a cushion close by or a chair if you need it for getting up and down onto your mat. Before we get started, I just want us to get set up into good posture. So I want you to stand on feet shoulder distance apart, okay, knees slightly soft, shoulders down and relaxed, and just take a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just arriving on your mat. Just forgetting about the stresses and the worries and the news in the world. Just focusing on yourself and your breathing for the next 40 or 50 minutes or so. Just inhaling and exhaling. Make sure the shoulders are down, pulled back and relaxed. Knees slightly soft, spines long and strong. Then just want you to bring your hands up just onto your ribs. And as you inhale, fill them lungs right up, feel that rib cage lift up and out. And as you exhale, just dropping down. Do two more for me. I'll bring the hands down by our side. Up to the neck then, I just want you to take an inhale, and on the exhale I just want you to look over one shoulder. Nice and slow and steady. Take an inhale here, and exhale out over the opposite shoulder. So nice and slow and steady with the neck, just getting it stretched and warmed up. Take breath again, exhale out over the opposite shoulder again. Keeping those shoulders back. Head in neutral, spine neutral. In breath, last one, exhale over the shoulder. Just take an inhale here, and exhale, return to the center. Okay, just take a little roll of the shoulders back. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just do two more on the shoulders. Slow and steady, lift them up, rolling them back, getting all that tension out of the shoulders. Good, last one. Bringing the hands up then, just to the side of the head. Okay, body twists for the upper body, so hips and feet going to face forward, just the upper body that's going to move. So you're going to take an inhale, and just like our neck stretch, we're just going to twist out to one side, keeping those hips forward. In breath again, exhale over the opposite side. Slow and steady, upper body's only moving. Inhale prayers, exhale we move. We only ever move on an exhale. Again. Slow and steady. Work through your own breath through the whole practice. Go at your own speed. You don't need to keep up with me. Or you might do a few more than me. Last one, inhale. Exhale, move. Take an inhale here, and exhale back to neutral. Out the front, bring the hands down, just give the arms a little shake. And when you're ready, just bring the hands up, just to waist height, or belly button height for you, okay? Little fingers touching, we're going into our upper fingers. So we'll take an inhale to prepare, exhale, we're just going to lift the hands up, bring the palms facing down, just the shoulder height. Inhale again, exhale, return. Pinky to pinky. In breath, exhale, open up, palms facing down. In breath, try keep that gaze looking forward. Okay, not looking at your hands. Try get hands back touching without looking. Open up. Shoulder height. In breath, return. Last time. Slow and steady. Control the breathing. Breath, exhale, return. Okay, this time we're going to go right up above the head. We're going to take an inhale, as we go up. And an exhale as the hands come down. Okay, just make sure you have enough space. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more up. Exhale down. This time we're going to go up, we're going to stay up. Inhale up. Exhale, make a fist with those hands. Inhale, open the fingers. Open them wide. Exhale, make a fist. Inhale, open. Stretch those fingers. Exhale, close. Just get the lymphatic system working. Moving around the body. Stretching right out. Tight fist. Inhale again. Last inhale. Exhale, return the arms by your side. Again, just give the arms a little shake. Give the fingers a little wriggle. Okay, just moving down into the hips now. Just hands on the hips. We're just going to do a few little hip circles. Nice and small circles, just to get us started. Any direction, doesn't matter what way you start. Again, just control that breath. And then just change direction. Try to do both ways. One way might feel a little stranger than the other. Last one. Good. Back up to neutral. Okay, we're going to do some side lunging. Okay, so just, you can either turn on your mat. Okay, so you're long ways. You've got that little bit of grip. Just feet side by side. Take a step out to the side and return in. That's our motion, okay? So we'll feet side by side. Keep the back up, okay? Bring the arms in and keep that chest up like we do in our tree hugs. We'll take an inhale as we step out to the side. Arms are up, chest is up. Inhale, back in. Okay? Sorry, exhale. So inhale, exhale out. Inhale, back in. Bending that outside knee as we step out. Bending into it, this leg staying straight. Good. Exhale out. Inhale in. One more. Good job. Okay, we're going to change legs, so you can either turn around on your mat, so you can go this way this time, or just take a step to the opposite side and go that way. Okay, so we're up nice and straight, feet are together. Inhale, prepares. Exhale, we're stepping out. Bending that outside knee. Inhale, back in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Keep that back up, shoulders straight. Good. We'll do two more on this side if you can. Last one. Back in. Brilliant, well done. Okay, coming on our mat then, just bring our feet just a little bit more than shoulder distance apart. We're going into our tree hugs, so our squats. So this one we lower down, we first the bum out the back, okay, we're pushing the knees out, toes are slightly pointed out the waist, chest is staying up, so we're bringing the arms out again to help with that, and we're pushing our bum back as if we're going to be sitting back onto a chair. We'll take an inhale here, and exhale, we'll come down, back up on an inhale. Okay, so tree hugs, we're hugging that tree, get those hands up and around. A little bit of a ballerina in us. Push those knees out. Only go wherever you feel comfortable. If you feel like you're coming forward, folks, okay, you're going too low. You're trying to go too low. So nice little shallow ones are fine. Okay, we'll build up the strength. Slow and steady. In breath, exhale down. In breath up. Do two more for me if you can. Brilliant, well done. Bring your feet back in, shoulder distance, and just peel your toes up off the mat. Okay, just the toes. Start to engage everything up through the core, up through the body. Pelvic floor, right up the core, right up to the top of the head. Keep everything nice and straight and neutral. Once we're comfortable with just peeling the toes up, Just take a little rock backwards and forwards if you can. Good. Try not to step forward or step back. Okay, get those ankles stretched out. Calf muscles. Good. Try hold it a wee bit longer once you can get up. Second or two. Back down. Well done. Do two more for me. Last one. Well done. Okay. A little bit of balance then before we move on. We're going to do a leg raise and an arm raise. So take an inhale. Stand on leg is going to have a slight bend in it. My right leg is going to go out the back. My arms are going to come above my head. Okay? Change over alternate legs. So the leg that you're balancing on, just keep a wee slight bend in it. Try not to lock out the knee. Take an inhale, exhale. Leg out the back, arms out the front. You can go as low as you wish. Okay? With the upper body. Focus on a spot on the floor, on the mat, or on the wall. Arms out nice and straight above that head. Leg out the back. Good. If it's too hard for you folks, maybe take the arms away. Just focus on the leg going out, keeping it close to the ground. Okay, so if you need to tap it down, you can. If it's too easy for you, we can bring in the knee hug as well. So as you come out, you recoil in, hug that knee up. Okay? Go out, recoil in, and hold. Okay, so you work to your level or your speed, your balance. Just do two more for me. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Last one. Well done. Okay, a few roll downs then. Just feet shoulder distance apart. Hands on the lower back. Stand up nice and tall, take an in breath. Exhale, just rolling the hands down the backs of the legs, tucking the chin in towards your chest. So curling that up. If Michelle's in a nice ball, keeping it tucked in, rolling the hands down, just to wherever we feel comfortable. Any extra pains, niggles might restrict where we can go to. Take an in breath, exhale, come back up. Slow and steady. Shoulders down, relax, take an inhale. And out. Hands to the front of the body. Same again. In breath, tucking the chin into the chest. And the exhale, hands down the front of the legs. All the way down. To wherever you feel comfortable. In breath, exhale, come back up. Some of us might be able to go a little bit further each week. Some of us might have a new niggle that prevents us from going a little bit lower. Just roll the shoulders back, take a breath. Okay? Just bring the feet now more than shoulder distance, okay? So about the width of your mat. You want to take an in breath this time, and we're keeping the hands off the body. Okay, we're not bringing the chin in towards the chest. So the weight of the head and the arms is going to bring us forward. We're going to come into a nice straight position. Okay, so stand up nice and tall, just take an in breath. And on the exhale, just let the arms dangle out. And tip us over from the waist. Okay, and try not to go the whole way down. Okay, we want to be in a nice tabletop position, so we want to imagine we're setting a cup of tea or a cup of coffee on our back. So nice and straight. Okay, so just from the side, we're here. Okay, we're not all the way down to the floor, we're just nice and straight. Push that bum out and just hold it there for a couple of breaths. Good. Then I just want you to slowly lower down. Just bringing the hands together in the middle, just clasps the hands together. And just taking a little sway side to side. Just of the arms, not the whole body. Side to side, then backwards and forwards. Just let go of the hands. Just bring them out to the outsides of the legs. Just hold on to the legs, the shins or the outside, wherever your grab and hold of. Just hold there. Take 2 deep breaths. Let it out. And bring the hands back into the center and slowly come up on an exhale. All the way back up to standing. Slow and steady. Again, head and neck's the last thing. Shoulders down, relax, take a breath. Well done. Feet back in together. Okay, we're just going to roll down now onto the mat. Again, do this whatever way you wish, which is easiest for you. Maybe have a chair beside you if you need to use it to clamber down on. Make sure maybe you have a cushion close by, so once you're on the mat, you can just grab hold of it, either your water or a towel. Best way for me to come down onto the mat is hands to the front of the body. In breath, as I come down, just rolling down the body, bending the knees this time, really getting that bend. Get the hands down close, knees down, hands down, and just sitting up nice and tall onto the feet. Our first exercise today on the mat is going to be on our knees. So I'm just going to come a little bit forward on the mat so you can see. As I said, you might want to grab a cushion, place it under your knees, okay, if it's a wee bit more comfortable for you. And again, just make sure you have enough space around you. I'm going to be doing a few arm circles. So on our knees, again, if it's comfortable, more comfortable for you to stay down, that's absolutely fine. But if you can, come up onto your knees. Okay, keep them like shoulder distance apart. Okay, we're going to start off with an arm exercise. So I just want you to bring both arms out. Only one arm will be working at a time for the first go. Okay, I'm going to keep my left arm nice and straight. I'm going to take an inhale, and on the exhale, I'm going to do a full arm circle with my right arm, right over the back and round. Same again, same arm. In breath prepares, exhale, up close to the ear, out the back and round. We'll do one more on that side. And I'll change arms. Okay, in the meantime, just take an inhale, exhale, bring both arms down, just give them a little sway. Okay, just bringing them back up. Shoulder height, again, right arm will stay straight this time, left arm will circle. In breath prepares, exhale, up, close to the ears, out the back, try not to twist the whole body, and round. In breath prepares, again, only go to where your body allows you, your arm, your shoulder mobility allows you. Don't push through any pain. Last one. Go back in and round, good. Take an in breath. Exhale, bring both arms down, just give them a little sway. Do the fingers a little wriggle. Okay, bring them back up. This time both arms are going to go together. We'll take an in breath. Exhale, out the back, close to the ears. Open up the chest, shoulders. Slow and steady, back round. Same again. In breath. Exhale, open. Keep that core engaged, glutes are tight. Hamstrings tight, quads are tight. Last time. In breath prepares. Exhale, we move. Hands back to neutral. In breath, exhale, bring them down. Just give them a little sway. Okay, take an in breath, and on the exhale, I just want you to sit back down onto your feet. Sit up nice and tall. Keep that back nice and straight, core engaged. The next position we're going to do is from here back up to kneeling. Okay, so nice and slow and steady if you can. Okay, we're sitting back onto our heels. We're going to take an in breath, and on the exhale, we're just going to come back up to that full kneeling position. Okay, in breath again, exhale, coming down nice and slow, placing the bum back onto the feet. In breath, exhale up. In breath, exhale down. Slow, don't let the upper body control that speed. Go on your breath. Just do it one more time for me, up and down. Push those hips forward as we come up. Inhale, exhale, back down. Good. Okay, one last time, just come back up to full kneeling. In breath, exhale up. And from here, folks, we're just going to do a few core pulses, okay? So we're going to be staying in this position. We're going to take an inhale, and on the exhale we're just going to come back. Okay, we're just pulsing back, we're not trying to come down, just keeping everything nice and straight, spine's long and strong, and back forward. Okay, so it's just a little pulse backwards, forward. So quads are working, okay, hamstrings, hip flexors, core's engaged. We're coming back and pulsing forward. Nice and slow and steady. Again, work on your breath, your level, your speed. Backwards and forwards, good. Feel everything nice and tight in the legs and the core. Let's do one more for me. Brilliant. Okay, sitting back onto the feet and just coming into child's pose. So sitting back onto the feet, bringing the hands out in front, just resting the forehead down on the mat. Doubling up your fists if you wish, and just resting your forehead on your fists. Some people might prefer just to sit up nice and tall and just get a few deep breaths into the body that way. And on your next exhale, then just come out of child's pose for me, and we're coming up into tabletop position. Okay, you might want to shimmy down your mat if you need to. So just make sure knees are under hips, wrists are under shoulders. Okay, nice straight back. First exercise we're going to do a shoulder opener. So I'm going to work on the right side first. I'm going to bring my right hand up, again just to the side of my head, fingertips just to the temple. Okay, elbows point down towards the mat. I'm going to take an in-breath, and on the exhale I'm just going to open up that elbow towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, back down. So nice and slow and steady. Elbows point towards the mat. Exhale, trying to come up towards the ceiling. Control your breath. In breath prepared. Exhale, we move. Last time. And down. Brilliant. Just bring your hand back down towards the mat. Stay on the right side. Now we're going to do a full chest opener. Okay, we've done this one before. We'll take an in-breath, and on the exhale we'll bring the arm nice and straight up towards the ceiling. Okay, eyes will follow the hand, we'll come back down. So that's level one, folks. We'll just knees are on the mat, hands coming up towards the ceiling and back down. Level two, as you know, you can bring out that right leg. Okay, you can see, bring out that right leg, and the right arm comes up, the whole body opens up a little bit more. Core's engaged. If you're too wobbly, keep that knee on the mat and back down. So just working again on the right side, working on your level. Just want you to do another 2 or 3 on that side for me. Either knee up off the mat or both knees on the mat, doesn't matter. You work at your level. Just opening up the whole chest this time. Last one for me. And just sit back onto the feet into child's pose and take a couple of breaths. And when you're ready, just come back out of child's pose, back up in the tabletop position. Staying on the right side, okay? We're going to do a little shoulder stretch. So all I want us to do is just like our chest opener. Okay, right arm again. Take that in breath. Exhale. We're going to bring it out up towards the ceiling. Okay, and as we bring it down, we're going to feed it through this little gap. Okay, between the knee and the wrist. So the arm's going to come down and it's going to feed through there. Okay, we want this long arm, which is our left arm, slightly bending it to give us a wee bit of movement. Bring that right arm along the floor and try to get that right arm, right shoulder down towards the mat. You can bring your right side of your head down to the mat, ear to the mat, and hold that stretch. Okay, just one more time. We'll show from our ceiling down, feeding it through that gap, bending the long arm, bringing the arm along the ground, side of the head onto the floor, look it through the gap, and hold. In breath, exhale, come back up, just to our neutral position, back up then the tabletop. Well done. Okay, now we're just going to move down to the legs. Okay, just down to the right leg, stay on the right side here. We're going to take an in breath, and on the exhale, we're just going to extend out that right leg and bend it up. Okay, so from the side, I'll just show you. Okay, right leg is going to come out, nice straight line, and then bend up. Pulse to the ceiling, back down. Okay, so just all on the right side this time. Inhale the prayers, exhale, straight leg out the back. The bend at the elbow, pulse to the ceiling, back in. Okay, just stay on the right side, folks. In breath prepares, exhale out, bend at the knee, pulse to the ceiling. Back in. 2 more on that side if you can. Straight leg out, bend at the knee, pulse to the ceiling, back in. Last one for me. If you need to have a breather, take a breather, that's fine. Back in. Once you're finished, just sit back into child's pose. Double up the fist if you need to, or sit up nice and tall. Coming out of child's pose there, back up in the tabletop. This time we're going to do it all again, only we're going to do it on the left hand side. So we're starting off, folks, as I said, if your knees or your wrists are feeling it, just come out and give your wrists a little bend. But if your knees are feeling it, make sure you put a cushion under your knees or a towel or something like that. Knees should just still be shoulder distance, not too wide, not too close together for our balance, keeping our back nice and straight. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Okay, left hand up this time just to the side of the head, okay, just to the temple, fingertips to the temple, elbow down towards the mat, in breath prepares, exhale, elbow up, and back down, good. In breath, exhale open, and down. Slow and steady. Fingers in contact with the side of the head. Last one. Bring the hands down. Good job. Okay, next exercise is our chest opener. So we're staying either on knees now, long strong arms coming up towards the ceiling and back down. Our left leg's coming out. Test us that a little bit more as we open up. Make sure we're not wobbling. Okay, you choose. Do 3 more for me. Inhale the pairs, exhale you move. Last one. Back down if you had it extended out, and sit back into child's pose. Just take a couple of breaths in child's pose and then come back out of it. Good work. Okay, now we're going into left arm still. We're going to do the same stretch we did on the right side. Okay, so in breath prepares, exhale, just bring it up to the ceiling. Bring it down and feed it through that little gap between our wrist and our knee, okay? Standing arm is bending, giving us a little bit of flexibility. Bringing the arm along the floor and bringing the side of the head down onto the mat. So same movement we did on the opposite side, feed it up to the sky, bring it down through the gap. Arm should be fully on the mat. Side of the head resting, and take a few breaths. Take an inhale and an exhale, just come back up nice and slow. Back up into tabletop position. Well done. Okay, left leg this time, leg extensions and pulses. Take an in breath. On the exhale, left leg's coming out, the back, bending, pulsing to the ceiling. back down. Okay, so same as we did on the right, only this time we're working the left. Straight out, bend, pulse, back in, slow and steady. In breath prepares, exhale, we move. Keeping everything nice and tight and engaged, we're not rocking. 2 more for me if you can. Straight leg, bend, pulse to the ceiling. Last one for me. And just sit back onto the knees. Back into child's pose, take a breath. Just come out of child's pose. Last exercise on our knees, folks. Okay? If it's too sore for you, if you're really feeling it on the knees, just take a rest on this one, okay? We're going into our Supermans. So last one, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, opposite sides of the body is working here. So we're taking an in breath, and on the exhale, if I'm coming out with my right arm into my Superman, my left leg's going out the back. Coming back in. Opposite side, left arm goes out, right leg goes out. Nice and tight in the core, not wobbly. If you're bringing your arms out, folks, and you're shaking all over the place, keep either the knees on the mat and just work the arms till we build up that strength, or keep the wrists on the mat and work the legs, just like we done in the last one, the leg extensions. Up to you. In breath prepared, exhale, we move. Slow and steady. Control the breath. Try hold it out there for a couple of breaths if you can, if it's too easy for you. Not wobbling, not shaking. Everything's in a nice straight line. Just do 2 more if you can. And once you're finished, just sit back into child's pose. Take a breath. Okay, on your next exhale, just come out of child's pose. Okay, and we're going to go onto our sides. The easiest way to do that, folks, is just to walk the hands forward, coming down. We're going to come onto our tummy, so just lowering ourselves down nice and slow and steady, not just throwing ourselves onto the floor. So thighs, tummy, chest, nice and steady. And then just roll it over onto our side. Okay, I'm going to start on my left side. We're going to be doing our clamshell, so I'll just turn to the side to show you a little bit better. Okay, so our clamshells, like we've done before, make sure your back is nice and straight in line with the side of your mat. If you're lying always on your mat. Okay, stack the ankles, stack the knees. Okay, top leg's doing the work. Core's engaged. We're going to take an in breath. You can use a cushion under your arm, under your head if you wish to support your neck, or you can lie on your shoulder with your left arm flat out. Okay, just depending on your space. Take an in breath, exhale, we're just going to open up, okay, into our clamshells. Hip is doing a lot of work here, slow and steady down. Okay, try not to rock backwards and forwards. We use that top hand, which is on my left side, is my right hand. Okay, it's my right leg's doing all the work here. Left leg staying on the floor. Down, slow and steady, open up. Keep those feet, the ankles, contact at all times. In breath purrs, exhale, we open. And we turn slowly. Do 2 more on this side if you can. And relax. Okay. From here, I want you to roll back over onto your back this time. Okay, so whatever way is comfortable for you. Rolling over to your back, and we're going to go into our first set of leg lowers, okay, single leg lowers. So lying on our back, keep both knees bent up. Okay, our right leg's going to do all the work to start off with, so it's coming up nice and straight. Left leg's bending, and we're just going to lower down towards the floor. So level 1, you would just lower down, rest the leg on the floor, start again. Level 2, come down and recoil the leg back up without it touching the floor. Okay, so nice and slow and steady. Right leg lowers. Left leg being bent up, folks, makes it a wee bit easier. Okay, so if you wanted to make it harder again, try to keep that leg straight. Lower down and back up. Okay, but it gives you a wee bit more freedom, a wee bit more flexibility with having the left leg bent. Control the breath, only work at your speed, your level. 2 more on this side if you can. Good, and once you're finished, just straighten both legs out and just take a few breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. When you're ready, let's bend up both legs for me again. We're going to go into our first set of bridges. Okay? So feet planted on the floor, arms down by our side on the mat or on the floor. We're going to take an in-breath, feet should be shoulder distance apart. We're going to take an in-breath, and on the exhale, we are just going to raise up, lift up our hips towards the ceiling. Keeping the core nice and strong, glutes are strong, and rolling them back down, one vertebrae at a time, back onto the mat. Okay, so never hold our breath in this exercise. Inhale, prepares. Exhale, you lift up towards the ceiling. Hold for an in-breath. Exhale, return. Slow and steady. Everything's nice and tight and controlled on the way up. Glutes are tight. Hamstrings, quads, core. And as you lower back down, you start to feel it all loosen slightly, but controlled. Through the nose and out through the mouth. Just do one more for me after this one you're doing now. Last one. Good, just straighten out the legs once you're finished. Bring both hands by your side. We're just going to go single arm behind the head in our next exercise. So we're going to take an in-breath, and on the exhale I'm just going to raise up my right arm, bring it up like we do with the double arms, and bring it out above the head. Bring it as close to the floor as I can get it. In-breath again, exhale, return. Slow and steady. I'll change alternate arms. Left arm on the exhale comes up and out the back. Again, only bring your arm to wherever you feel comfortable. You might have had surgery or had a PICC line in on one side and it's restricted your movement. But any tightness is fine to try and push through, folks. Any pain, please stop. Breath prepares, exhale, we move. Nice long strong arms. Slow and steady. Last time. Don't let the weight of the arm control the speed. Your breath controls the speed. Good. Well done. Just bend up the legs. Okay, we're going to go into our first set of supine swimming. So we'll take an in-breath, and on the exhale, we're just going to do the same that we were doing with the arms. My right arm's going out over my head. My left leg is going to stay in contact with the floor. Slide out, stretching the body right from head to toe, from fingertip right out behind us to the tip of the toe. Inhale, exhale, return. Try to get the hand and the leg to return at the same time. Sliding out. Return it back in. Only moving on an exhale. Keeping that foot in contact with the floor at all times. Okay. We'll progress it in the next little set if you wish to take it off the floor. Stretch it right out, right up through the leg, up through the core, right out, up to the fingertips. Good, just do one more for me. Slowly moving on an exhale. Once you're finished, just stretch out both legs, take a couple of breaths. Exercise, we're back to our clamshell, so I want you to roll over onto your right side this time. Okay, I'll just turn face on. Roll it over to our right side, just stack up those ankles again on top of each other, knee to knee. We're on our right side, so our left hand can be used to balance us, okay? In breath, exhale, we open up. Feet stay in contact with feet at all time. Then we return knee to knee. Slow and steady. Keep the core nice and engaged. We're not rocking backwards and forwards. Slow and steady. Open it up. And return. Just do two more on this side if you can. Top hips working. Glutes are working. Starting to feel that in the top hip. Glutes. And once you're finished, folks, just roll back over onto your back for me. Okay, once we're on our back, we're back to our single leg lowers. Left leg this time. Okay, just bring it up as straight as you can. I have a slight tight hamstring, so mine's maybe not too straight today, but nice and straight. And on the exhale, you're just going to lower down. Either come and rest it on the floor as level 1, bring it back and restart. Or you can come down and recoil it back up without it touching the floor. So slow and steady, only moving on the exhale. Trying to keep that leg as long and as strong as you can coming down. And nice and long and straight as you come back up. Okay? Just do two more on that side if you can. Keeping it straight. Only moving on an exhale. Once you're finished, just straighten out both legs and take a breather. Ready, let's bend up both knees. Okay, second set of bridges. So again, level 1, folks, you can stick with what we were doing the last time. Just hands on the mat, pushing down through the heels, lifting up, coming back down, slow and steady. Okay, level 2, if you want to make it a little bit harder, you lift up, you take a breath, and you're going to take a little step to the side, back together, and down. Okay, so on your hold at the top, you'll take a step either side, right, left. Doesn't need to be a big step. Please don't come off the mat, don't come too wide. It is literally half a step to the right, half a step to the left, and back in. Start off always with the feet about shoulder distance. Step, step, back in, and come down slow and steady. If you're too wobbly or you find it's putting a bit of pressure on your back, folks, please just stick with the level 1 where we come up into a bridge and back down. Work to your level, your ability. Do two more for me. Control that breath. Once you're finished, just straighten out the legs. Take couple of breaths. And when you're ready, folks, we're going to do a double hand behind the head this time. So both hands out by our side on our mat. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to lift both arms up. Same time, trying to get them working together now, long and strong. Coming out the back. Try getting them going to the same level. In breath, exhale, return. Don't let the weight of the arms speed up as we bring the hands back by our side. Just let them float through the air. Nice, straight, long, strong arms. Stretch right out the back, through the shoulders, through the chest. Core stretching out. Coming through the air back. Just do one more for me, folks, if you can. Once you're finished, just rest the hands on the floor. Take a few breaths. Okay, last exercise we're going to do is our last set of our supine swimming. So level 1, bend up the knees. You can just stay here, slide the foot out along the floor, opposite hand above the head. Okay? And that's absolutely fine. Nice straight, long stretch through from the fingertips right to the tips of the toes. Level 2, okay, into our dead bugs, we bring the legs up, arms are up, opposite sides of the body still work, stretching out, back in, stretching out, feet don't touch the floor, arm doesn't touch the floor. Okay, so you work at your level. Let's come here so you can see that maybe a little bit better. Okay, knees are up, feet are up, arms are up, opposite sides are working. Control that breath, control the core. Okay, keep that nice and engaged. Feet don't touch the floor, arms don't touch the floor. Just do 4 more for me if you can, 2 on each side. Nice long strong arms, long strong legs. Control the breath. Control the legs and the arms. Once you're finished, bring feet down to the floor and just stretch them out. Take a few breaths. Okay, just to take a stretch then, just want you to bend up both knees for me. Bring up the right ankle onto the left knee. Right hand just comes up and pushes away the right knee, the right thigh. Just focus in on our breathing now for the next few moments. Just emptying the mind of all our stresses and worries and just focusing in on breathing in and out. Just release down the right foot. Down to the mat, bring up the left ankle onto the right knee. Left hand just pushing away. The breathing, control the breath, control the thoughts, don't let the mind run away, just breathing in and out, release down the left ankle, bring the right leg up nice and straight, hands just in behind the hamstring, okay, behind the knee and just nice and straight, point the toes towards the ceiling, towards your body, towards your ceiling, body, the ceiling, and just release it down. Okay, just change it over, left leg comes up, again as straight as you can. ceiling, towards your body, ceiling, body, ceiling, and release the leg down. Okay, just lifting up the right ankle onto the left knee again. Bring the left hand around the outside, okay, so it's going to come around the outside of the left knee. That left leg that's on the floor, lift it up towards the body. Left hand's on the outside, towards the knee. Right hand comes through the little triangle you've made with your legs. And just try to grab hold of that knee or that shin. Try your leg, whatever you can grab hold of, and just hold that stretch a little bit longer. And just release it down. And just change over for me. So left ankle comes up onto that right knee, okay? Right hand's on the outside of the body. Right leg is coming up off the mat, so it's on the mat, foot's flat on the floor, pushing up towards the body. Right hand goes around the outside. Left hand comes through this little gap that you've made with your legs. Grab hold. And keep that stretch. Just control the breath. And then just release it down. Okay, just bring both knees up in towards the chest. Hands just around the front of the shins. Just bring your head and neck up off the mat if you can. Make yourself into a little ball. Just for a second. And release the head and neck back down. Okay, squeeze the knees in nice and tight. Just take a little rock side to side. Just the knees backwards and forwards. And again, just side to side. Just release the legs down, straighten out the legs. Hands by your side. Just take 3 deep breaths. Just close the eyes. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. For your last 3 breaths, all we're focusing on is breathing in. Exhaling out. Breathing in and exhaling out. Just open your eyes if you have them closed. And just take a couple of breaths lying flat on the floor before you think about coming up, folks. Well done, that was a great Pilates class. I hope you all enjoyed it. I know I'm missing having this in person, but there'll be another one up again next week, so hopefully they're challenging you and they're not too difficult if you've never done Pilates before. You can always give us a wee comment below if you would like to see something different, okay, or more of something. Keep well, folks. Watch before you stand up. Take your time sitting in the sitting position for a few moments. Take a few breaths. Again, use your chair if you need to climb back up. When you come back up to standing, just give your arms a little shake, you feel a little pump before you get going, get that blood circulating through the body, okay, especially as I've always said, if you're lying under lights or something like that. Okay, so take care, hope you enjoyed it, and see you all soon.